Hi there, budget peeps. How are you all doing? I hope you're all having an absolutely fabulous day. Sorry I've been missing in action, but I'm back now. I've been a bit busy with family members. I'll let you in on the secrets. Right then, we're here today to do a check-in of what went on during the last week and also to unstuff our binder to see what leftover lolly we've got to allocate into our savings fund. So let's get cracking. Where's my green pen? Here we go. So this week started on Friday the 1st of November, and it's week 2 check-in for us. So we spent £29.35 on groceries and £10 on petrol on that Friday. The Saturday we went off to Wickes and hubby wanted some screws. I've forgotten what he wanted the screws for. Oh yeah, the raised beds, that's what he's doing. And I also managed to bag myself some big budget meetup tickets. That was a mouthful. For myself is £42.50, which includes a goodie bag, and for my husband was £25 because he didn't want a goodie bag, and we don't really need 2 goodie bags. Just one for our family will do. On the Sunday, we stayed in. Hubby's got a terrible bad chest. So we stayed in and it was therefore a no spend day for us on the Sunday. On the Monday, I did go out during the day. I think I went to Home Bargains and where else? Sainsbury's, that's where I went. So I spent £6.87 on groceries, £6.47 on some pet items, £15 on health-related products, so the groceries came out of the grocery money, the pets came out of the pet money, the health came out of the health fund in our sinking funds. I spent £7.26 on some Christmas items, which came out of the money we saved up for Christmas. And I spent in Sainsbury's £47.54 on some meat, which we took out of our hamper fund. Absolute fantastic bargain. If you haven't seen the previous video, the lamb, the beef and the pork are on offer. Leg of lamb, top side of beef and crackling leg of pork is on offer at half price with your Nectar card in Sainsbury's. So we popped up there and we bought this from there. Absolute bargain. Hubby chopped it all up for us. He's made the joints from about this big down to about this big. So they're roughly, what the 2 of us can eat because we can't eat a great big one. And so we've managed to get 8 joints out of the 4 that we bought. And he's also chopped up all of the lamb into 200-gram bags for stews, casseroles and soups. So that's how I can eat that food, because roast lamb for me I can't swallow it very well. So due to having an operation. So that's what he did with that. And we also bought 2 packs of bacon, which were £1 a pack. So £2 a kilo it worked out to. So that's what we bought within the meat. So that went out of our hamper money. I will do a hamper update on Saturday, so you can see all what we've been buying, where we've been getting it from, how much it's cost, so you can go and get all your bargains too. So I'm sharing all the goss, dishing all the dirt and seeing where everything's at. So if you want to know where to go for your hampers and your hamper stuff, check in, because I'm going to do a whole hamper update on Saturday. Right then, birthdays. I spent £1.17 on a few cards while I was in Home Bargains as well, because they're quite cheap there. So I thought, right, I'll get them. So that was the spend that I've written down there, listed there. On the evening, I went out to poker and I spent £7 out of my allowance, and I spent £2 on a coffee. So that was my poker outing. The next day, I went and had my massage that I took out of the Pamper sinking fund, which was absolutely delightful. I've booked hubby one for next week. It was so lovely. It was so relaxing. I've had such stress going on with hubby losing his job. He's not doing very well. His eyes being poorly. I was poorly last week as well. So that massage was spot on, just what I needed. I went to the college to help the girls train. I had a lady, if you're watching, thank you. I had a lady, young girl training. She's working towards her level 3 massage, and she did an absolutely fantastic job, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Wednesday, Wednesday, we went out and bought some tools. So we spent £15 on some tools that we needed. And we also spent £20 on a chainsaw. Now, it's not a massive chainsaw, it's a smaller one, like a handheld battery operated chainsaw that you can that you can cut tree branches with. Because I've asked hubby to prune the trees when he's feeling better, because obviously a tree pruner is very expensive. So investing in this little battery operated handheld chainsaw is going to be saving us some money on a tree surgeon this year. So that's why we've done that. Hubby went to the dentist and he had his tooth extracted, which we expected to cost a lot of money, but apparently it didn't cost anything. It was already paid for in his previous dental charge. While we were in town, we paid £2.20 parking, which came out of our transport fund. So the chainsaw and the tools came to £35. We got them from the drop in our town centre, and we took that money from the household maintenance fund. So today hubby's going to go off to the hospital and have his eyes checked, and I'm also going to go to poker later on tonight and see if I can win some pennies. So that would be nice if I can. Fingers crossed. I'm not paying for this poker session. A friend of mine said to me, come along and play poker with us and I will sponsor you. And if you win, we can go 50-50. You give me half of your poker winnings. And I said, you know what? That's great, because I've got no money. I've spent it all this week. I think I've got, 7, 8, 9. I've got £1 left in my allowance, so I couldn't afford to go. And he said, come along, I'll sponsor you. And I thought, oh, that's amazing. Yeah, happy days. Let's go. So, yeah, it's only a little cheap, friendly game. Nothing major, so the winnings probably won't be huge. But, yeah, that's what we're going to try and do. See if I can win a little bit. Good friend. That's what friends are for, isn't it? So that's what we're doing on Thursday. So I'm going to leave it there and we're going to unstuff our wallet. So let me just get it. Okay, we're back again. I've opened the wallet to the allowances section so we can see what we've got left over in our allowances. Hubby has already made me a lovely cup of coffee in one of his favourite cups. He likes to call me the lady of the manor. And he's got the other one, what is it? The lady and the lord of the manor. Yeah, we bought these as bedroom cups so that when we go to bed at night, this is what we have, a little cup of coffee at bedtime. So cheers, everybody. And mark my pad. Good job, it's rip off and throw away, isn't it? Right then, what have we got left in our allowances? Let's have a look. So we had £10 each this week to spend on what we wanted to spend it on, with like guilt-free spending is what I call it. So we've got £1, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 2, 4, 6, 8, 73 pence. £1.73. So I'm going to put £1 in Show Me. Where is it? Show Me the Money, Honey, which is the savings for our holiday. So that will now be for 2025. Let me just grab the tracker down and colour in another yellow circle on our Show Me the Money, Honey savings tracker. There we go. Got the yellow pen out. And there's another one. Bites the dust. Yay. Happy days. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I think there's more than 29 because I think I put another £1 in. I'm going to mark off another £1. When I was sorting my monies out, I think I put another £1 in. I will count it up and check it anyway. So yeah, there we go. So I think there's 30 in there. So that's that, but I will check it. If there's any more, I'll colour another one in, but I think I'm about right there. So just put that down there for a minute. And this change that we've got left over is going to go into our 100 penny challenge. So let's just have a look. We've got 20, 40, 50, 60, 2, 4, 6, 8, 73 pence. 73 pence going in. Oh, there we go. In it goes. So, and oh, I'm knocking you. The next one on our list, let me just get my calculator. We had 73p minus, we got 51.51. So let me mark off 51, and then that gives us 22, which is already taken. So, yep, there's 51. We haven't got 22. So, minus 0.2, I'll mark off 20, and then that leaves me number 2, and I'll mark off number 2. There we go, we're getting there, guys. Not too long to go now, and that'll be completed, which will be lush. So we're still working on it, but we'll get there. Pop that back, and that's the allowances all gone. Food. Now, if you remember, we had £50. I'm dropping everything on my lap. We had £50 for food this week. So we spent £29 something, if I remember rightly, from our check-in that I've just said. I'll put it on the screen because I can't remember the exact amount. But the amount we've got left over is £12 and 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80p. I could work it out, couldn't I? Because I knew I started with 50. 50 minus £12.80. That means we've spent... No, we haven't spent... Am I in the right one? Oh, what am I like? I've emptied transport. I was going to say I haven't spent that much on shopping. I thought I spent £20 on... I've emptied the transportation envelope instead of the grocery envelope. What am I like? Let's go backwards. Oh, there's me. I'm like, I haven't spent that much. Here we go. Start again, shall we? So we had £50 for shopping this week. There's all my change. Right, so 50, there's we've got 10, 15, 20 pounds and 50, 60, 5p. So £50 minus 20 pounds and 65p. Is that right? It means I've spent £29.35 on shopping. So I've got £20 and 65p left. So that should be correct to what I've said in my check-in. If it's not, scream at me, please, because I've got it wrong somewhere. So what I'm going to do, Percy did not get stuffed last week. So I'm going to take £10 and I'm going to stuff it into Percy. I'm going to mark it off on our tracker. I'm not going to spin the dial. I'm just going to mark it off. Because at the moment Percy's supposed to be on a fast, but I don't, if I've got money left over, I'm not going to waste the opportunity of putting some money into him. Oh, £10 gone. How can I do this? And I'm going to do 8 and 2. Number 8 and number 2 to give him £10. So there's number 8. I've got the wrong yellow. There we go. There's number 8. And there's number 2. So if number 8 and number 2 come out of here when I spin the dial, I'll put it in the bag and spin again because I've already done them. And I know when I do it, I'll be like, why is that already marked off? I'll totally forget I've done this. I know I will, but that's what I'm doing because I don't want Percy to miss out. So I'm catching up 2 weeks in one now because I've done number 8 and number 2. So that's £10 going into Percy. So Percy, love, let me take my calculator off your head. And now I'm stuck on my book. Here we go. That over there a minute. Oh, I don't know if I can see you with all these wires and everything everywhere. There we go, Percy love. I've got a tenner for you, chicken. Well, you aren't a chicken, are you? You're a pig. Don't mean to be mean. You're right, am you? He was very angry that he thought he was going to starve for a week. I'm sorry, Perce. I didn't miss you out, Bab. I've saved you some. There you go. Another tenner for you. He's full happy. He thought he weren't going to get anything at all this week. He thought he was on a fast. And he was thinking, I don't want to be on a fast. I don't want to lose any weight. I want to gain it. There we go. So that's Percy for us. And then what we're going to do with the leftover money is we're going to put it in our hamper challenge. So here's our hamper book, and what we're trying to do, we've already saved our Christmas hamper that we're currently in the process of buying, and as I said, I will update you with everything we bought so far and how much we spent and how much we got left on Saturday. So if you're up for that, join us then. We saved the money for the Christmas hamper exactly the same way here as we're saving for the Easter hamper, and we're trying to save £250. This is our Easter hamper savings. So what we do is we turn to the back and we put the change in the back, and from the change we try and make up a £5 note, but as you can see there's not enough change there, it's only a little bit. So I pop that in there, and eventually that'll make up a £5 note, and when it does I can stuff it in these sections. But I have got two £5 notes to stuff today, so let's have a look for our next fivers available. There's one. Happy days. I'll pop Charlie in there, and we'll pop the Queen Elizabeth in there. Ta-da! So that's two fivers more gone into our Easter hamper. And what we do with this money is we like to restock our freezer for Easter, buy any Easter eggs that we need, you know, things like that for the kiddies. So I'm going to mark off another two fivers. 1 and 2. There we go. So altogether we've got 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. So that's £90. And my goal is £250. So I am currently, oh God, maths. Is it 160 quid away? I think it is 160 quid away. Let's have a look. Pressing all the buttons here, look. So I've got 250 minus 90 equals £160 away from reaching our Easter goal of £250. So there we go. So that's done. Happy days. Happy days. So that's it. I've not been going out buying any. I said this week regarding food, I would just, I think I said the word was coast or limp. So basically what we've done is we've created a meal plan. I'll take a picture of it and I'll put it here. This was our meal plan, and we've been out and we've bought things as cheaply as we possibly can. Yellow sticker, the whole works. I think the chicken stir fry, when I made the chicken stir fry, I managed to get the vegetables for that chicken stir fry on yellow sticker, and it come to about 50p or something like that. Very low price anyway. So happy days. So what I've done going forward is I've created this budget for the week going forward now. Meal plan for the week going forwards. So you can see the dates on there. And that's what we're going to try and shop for on Friday. I've got the little shopping list at the side, as you can see. That's what we're going to try and achieve on Friday and get those items. And hopefully when we go on Friday, we go around 3 o'clock, 3:30 to the Asda's or wherever, because that's the times they're usually starting to reduce the fruit and vegetables, and I can get them a little bit cheaper. You know, if I need to chop them up and blanch them and put them in the freezer to make them last a bit longer. So that's the plan, to try and stretch my money as far as it's going to go. So that's the food done. Transport. Now, we had £25 for mine and my husband's car this week, which is like, how are we going to get through the week? So what we did was hubby's car has stayed on the drive. It hadn't moved. And my car, oh, I tell a lie, it's done one skip run. My car has had £10, which left us £15 in petrol money. And then today I've paid out, Wednesday I paid out that £2.20 in parking charges to park up the town. So this is the money I've got left over from parking. So what are we doing with this money? Now, any money we've got left over, I like to play the roll it up challenge. any money we got left over in transport, I like to play the Roll It Up challenge, so that we can save up for going to the North Coast 500. So I'm going to roll 2 dice, and whatever it says, I'm going to mark it off. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that, it's rubbing off again. I've already done 5 and 2. There we go. Let me just get a little tissue, because I'm rooting in the drawer to get a little pad, a little cotton pad, because what happens when I rub it off with my, I should have learnt my lesson last time, when I rub it off with my nail remover pads, it leaves like an oily residue, and then when I mark it again, it blurs. See it blurring? And then it just comes straight back off again. So, numpty I am. I'm going to have to use a bit of this, a little bit of nail varnish remover, to take that oily residue off. Otherwise it's never going to stop on. So I'm going to have to do that 5 and that 2 again. Sorry about that. Oh, make sure it's dry. This was from last time. There we go. 5. There you go. It's not blurry now. 5 and 2. Right, let's shake the dice. I'm rambling on. Shake the dice. And we've got 7. So £7 is going to go in here. So that's 4, 5, 6, £7. So let me get some change. There we go. I've changed that £10 note for 5 and 5 ones. So 5, 6, 7 is going in the North Coast 500. Okay, let's pop that back there. I'm going to put that back. Oh, sorry, I will give you a total of how much we've got in the North Coast 500. Dun, dun, dun. We've got 150, 55, 60, 4. £164 now in the North Coast 500. So Smiler, coming over here, mate. Let's get the adventure fund, because that's where we keep the moolah, keep the money. Here it is, the adventure fund. Move that over a bit, and we're going to put that £7 in here, because that's saving up for us to go on the North Coast 500. 5, 6, 7. Ta-da! That's done. That's gone in. Happy days. Pop that back over there. Clitter clatter. Right then, I'm going to put this change into Smiler, along with £2, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. £2.80 is going into Smiler, who's saving up for a bedroom makeover, and that's for mine and hubby's bedroom this time. There we go, Smiler, you've had some. Happy days. And the remaining £3 I'm going to put in our £100 savings challenge, because we're saving up for a helicopter ride for our 100th anniversary. No, for our wedding anniversary. And correct me if I'm wrong, hubby, I think this year's our this next year is going to be our 27th wedding anniversary, I think. We were married in 1998, so yeah, you can work it out. Tell me if I'm wrong. My brain's not working. Right, so let's mark off 3. 1, 2, 3. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, £39 in there now. How are we going to go on a helicopter ride for £100, I hear you say? Well, it's going to be through using the voucher. I'm going to get a voucher for a helicopter buzz ride for 2 people. I've seen them for as low as £59, so I'm just going to have to shop around. It's only going to be a short little buzz ride, you know, probably 5 to 10 minutes, just to say we've been on a helicopter, because I've never been on a helicopter ride. So there we go. So it's a little bucket list thing I'm trying to do. So that's that for that. So that's that done and dusted. So that's the transport done. Pets, we've spent all the money in pets. In fact, I've had to borrow I've had to take, not borrow, £8.50. I don't know if you can see that, £8.50 for some cat food was taken from the safety net, and the money that was left in here is all gone now. It went on peanuts for the squirrels, some dog chews, and some poop bags. So when hubby takes Kobe for a walk, he can be a responsible pet owner. There's nothing impersonal. I have got some money in gifts. I took £20 from the birthday binder, and I went and bought £10 worth of scratch cards. And the reason I do that is because I like to put them in the birthday envelopes and give a couple away. And I have got some December birthdays coming up, and I've got other birthdays as well as during November to send out. So I thought I'll get some scratch cards and I can put them in their cards, and then because they live away and I can post them easier. So that's what I went and done, and I've got £12.44 now left in gifts and birthdays in the envelope, like to spend as I go around the shops. There you go, £12.44 is in there. I'm going to leave that to roll over, and I've still got some money left in the birthday binder to add to this should I need to, but at the moment I'm all right with this. If I see a little birthday gift as I'm going around the shop, there's £12.44 in there. I can pick a little something up, so that's in there for that reason. Nothing in entertainment, nothing in bills and emergency, and there's our income for next week, ready to restuff our wallet, which we'll do in the next video. So that's it, guys, for now. That is our check-in and our cash unstuffing. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely, thank you. And I hope you join me again tomorrow when we restuff the wallet for the week ahead. Until then, I'm going to say ciao for now.